Sandstorm energy on the viewer vote now because I personally think this is heavily MegD favored. But you know what? Let's find out if chat's right. We're going into game number 1. Who's going to get in the top 4 to fight against Java? It's BalloonBoy versus MegD.
All right. So when you talk about him putting on the movement stance, I actually think that just makes him so stat-wise, it rounds him out perfect. So that is, like, what else would you put on? Maybe strength, I guess, right?
The 7 defense is pretty great, and going up from 4 to 5 movement speed is actually very noticeably different to the point where it's like, if you're not sacrificing like a true combo to Dex or anything else like that, you can take the force hit. So BalloonBoy playing to his preferences here, taking a lot of damage from MegD, however, and this is why I'm raising an eyebrow at the viewer vote. I'm like, oh, guys, you guys forgot. MegD's really good.
MegD's ridiculous.
We're talking about, like, I don't remember if he's currently PR3 in NA, but that's what he was last time I checked. I'll, like, look at left stick to hold up, like, fingers at me.
Left always has the answer, but he was not listening this time around. Oh.
It's all right.
MegD is in absolute control of this.
He's very, very good, and I've noticed that in this Autumn Championship, he has been utilizing some of the new movement that have come in the game. Flambo talks about it. I talk about it a lot, where dash landing is like, you either got it or you don't, and if you don't have it, you're not getting in the top 16. MegD was struggling a little bit with the introduction of that technology, and now I feel like he's really started to make it part of his play. And he is not getting touched by BalloonBoy in this game 1.
Yeah, he is not taking much damage at all. I was about to say he's at about American cheese damage.
That dash jump forward, and then he does dash land, pivot, and light. We were talking about how, like, axe and sword players alike are both really favoring this option. That's what MegD's been doing a ton. And I'm almost expecting him to be like, with this lead, just do it again. Oh, he failed to pick up the weapon. He accidentally nared. And that down stick will catch him stacked. That's like the one time that you actually want to use that signature. I think when everybody, like, rates Zariel signatures, that's like the one that's considered the worst.
That's weird to me. I think that coverage signatures like that with the short hop, like the very low gravity cancel, those are pretty good for closeouts.
Yeah,
I don't see the issue.
It's just the other ones have a lot more direct uses. But yeah, being able to hit stack like that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So now that I think about it, I mean, MegD had barely gotten touched, and so BalloonBoy came through and demolished that second stock.
MegD's so good at that. He just did it again. That dash jump, dash time pivot end light, but on gauntlets this time. I'm realizing that tech is actually so specifically good for Val, since both neutral lights on all 3 weapons, if you can count unarmed, to all function the same way. And MegD just gets a ton of mileage off of it. Recovery hits him off of that down air. MegD is pretty close to where D-Light recovery will knock out. The end light does get punished this time around. Can BalloonBoy get the edge guard? Dare. Nothing else after that, but still a pretty good lead for MegD.
He's definitely had a hard time dealing with the sword right now. I don't know if the bow would do any better, but the gauntlet, yeah, there he goes. He's going to get the switch. Going against this sword with the gauntlets. Wow, what a perfectly placed side signature from MegD.
He really just goes like, he starts seeing him jumping around. He's like, yeah, you're probably going to get hit by this. And the side stick comes through and cuts him on the landing, and that's a great lead coming up for MegD. Yeah, BalloonBoy really struggling with fighting against MegD. And this MegD is truly like the competitive test in Brawlhalla when fighting against him. Nobody else plays exactly like how MegD does. Like, you could say there's some play styles coming out from other players, but MegD is one of a kind. If you can't fight against the play style that he's going to hit you with, you are just going to go down like a rock. MegD putting in even more damage there, gets a silent recovery. BalloonBoy tries to get an exhausted recovery off the top to maybe even things up, but MegD doesn't let him have it.
You know, I would like to say that everyone else has a specific style, and MegD is just a solid brick wall.
Yep.
That's kind of what it is. It's like,
so it's a brick wall that annoyingly like edge guards you sometimes.
Yeah.
What the heck? Why are you out here? Like, this is an opportunity for MegD. Doesn't want to go against it with the gauntlets just yet. Just waiting it out, realizing how big of a lead he's got. Side sig. I think he accidentally just side sigged the wrong way. Either way, BalloonBoy gets his own side sig in there, and I'm realizing Zariel's side sig is really, really powerful. Like the force on that, I'm looking at them and I'm just like, that's like pre-nerf Caspian side sig. That's crazy.
He is
slapping.
slapping.
Always hit that hard?
I don't know. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't remember it doing that. Yeah. But hey, it's working wonders for BalloonBoy. But he is gonna have to reach deep in his bag to bring this one back. MegD not even coming out for the edge guard, just chilling on the stage, and he's just going to pick him apart slowly. Yeah, he's not going to overcommit. That's just what MegD does.
Weapon throw nairs. He could probably do a dash land pivot end light right here, and he could just slowly end light him down off the bottom of the stage. That end light comes close. And then Endlights will cover BalloonBoy's recovery options here pretty nicely. Goes for a Serum, that in-between platform height there, and BalloonBoy starts attacking back. But really, this is it's MegD's game to give up here. Let's see what BalloonBoy can do.
Yeah. He's really going to have to get some good baits out of MegD because Meg is not going to overextend. There it is. Sayre perfectly placed. Going to close that one out. MegD, pretty commanding first game. BalloonBoy had shining moments, but it was all MegD's game.
And BalloonBoy is actually forcing MegD to dual plat or tri-plat maps. I just saw that banning phase. It was Miami Dome, Air Temple, Enigma. So interesting decision-making coming out from BalloonBoy here. He just wants to play. I think we're going to be on Miami Dome the whole time. So MegD starting off with a solid lead, and this is like, it's going to turn into the what can BalloonBoy do to get in show, because MegD has controlled center, doesn't care when BalloonBoy goes to the side plats, destroys him with the sword, and the second he has a whole stock lead, he slows it down excruciatingly. And BalloonBoy, every time he tries to go in, just gets hit away. Exactly,
just shooing him away, hitting him with the fly swatter, and just not allowing him to gain any control of the pacing. Now, I mean, I doubt this is going to be a factor that comes into play, but yeah, Zariel with the gauntlets has one of the only SIGs that can reach the plat, right? The neutral SIG. So
I think it barely hits on Miami Dome. I want to say, oh yeah, there it goes. That definitely hits. Yeah, it's one. Yeah, it's a good point. It's we'll see if that matters. MegD doesn't really spend.
It's gonna matter, right?
Yeah, he doesn't spend a lot of time up there. Is right? MegD's actually just holding center and knocking him away. But he did put it out, so he is thinking the same thing that you're thinking. He did see it.
He's trying for it. Let's
see. Corner guard with the Endlights here. Goes for the side stick instead. MegD lets those rip every once in a while, and it usually works. BalloonBoy narrowly avoided it. Backswing of Dare. Endlight gets punished, but only by Gauntlet sidelight. You need more than that, BalloonBoy, if you want to bring it back against MegD. Gets the recovery, takes the weapon out of his hands. Weapon spawn comes through, and MegD just goes right back to the sword.
You get out of the fray with him, BalloonBoy. I understand your movement's nice, bro, but see,
I mean, he was waiting for a weapon spawn. He just didn't get it.
I mean, I get it, but he was too close for comfort. I was getting too scared. My skin was crawling. You jumping around MegD like that, I could see the stock ending.
Side air puts him off the left side of the stage. What's he going to do? Dash jump nair actually works out quite nicely. And BalloonBoy seems to be putting the puzzle pieces together. Neutralite hits. Edge guard opportunity. He's not going to put a side stick at this much damage. He'll just continue to wait it out. Yeah, side air comes through, forces the dodge. D-like ground pound could be a thing there, but MegD wasn't feeling confident. Goes for the Neutralite instead, and that's, well, the next one will do. Let's find out.
Yeah, MegD will go out there and put a little bit of edge guard on you, but if it's just too risky, MegD's not going for it. All right, getting back on the stage. Not winning all the exchanges, but winning much more than last game. And there it goes, the first stock MegD. But BalloonBoy looking way better in this game number 2, but still at a deficit and no weapon in hand.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if he can clean this up right away. MegD's been doing a good job. Weapon starving him, goes for the dash jump Sayre. MegD gets hit with a weapon throw, still has the recovery though, and BalloonBoy doesn't want to go off there unarmed. Downlight doesn't hit, avoids the down sig, and a ground pound will be all that MegD's able to get there. Oh, but the Neutralite catches BalloonBoy just going for some movement to willy-nilly, and he actually catches him at the very end of the fastball there. And MegD's actually done such a great job calling up BalloonBoy when he goes for this dash land, dash dance, and the ground pound comes through, and that could just be it. Side air, narrowly avoided. MegD got so much damage. Neutralite not getting punished. BalloonBoy can't hit MegD. He can't hit him.
He just can't touch him, dude.
Sidelight's gonna, you need more than Sidelight in that regard. MegD was a little slow on that Sidelight, but the down air comes through anyways, and now this might be too much of a lead to come back from BalloonBoy. The down air's not even gonna knock out, and MegD dodges the weapon throw.
Oh my gosh, he just cannot find the finishing touches. Goes for the Sayre and instantly punished MegD.
That's how much damage MegD was at 2 minutes ago.
Right?
that threw, BalloonBoy cannot hit him. He doesn't know what to do. Goes in for the recovery. Unarmed Sidelight might be how we knock out. We'll see.
Oh my gosh. It's at the point of what you were saying a couple games ago. This is a unarmed will KO easier than most of the weapons he's got.
No longer. Oh, he can't combo at a downlight anymore. He missed downlight nair. MegD's too damaged. Oh, finally gets a wake-up nair. What on earth? MegD is unstoppable. I mean, the brick wall analogy, what's the next tier of wall that's harder to break through?
A brick wall, steel reinforced.
Steel reinforced brick wall.
There it is, there it is.
That's what he is, yeah. Makes sense. Val like an android, right? Some probably like titanium steel. I don't know, who knows?
That makes sense.
It's got to hurt every time they got to attack that character.
I know,
BalloonBoy is, I mean, Neutral Sig does catch MegD out of the air once. And maybe that's just what he has to go through. Like, maybe he just has to throw out some more attacks even though he's getting hit so much, because I just don't know. He's trying to outplay MegD with his movement, and MegD's just staring at him, waiting for him to go into one position and then hitting him for it. The neutral stick hits again, though, and maybe he's finally found something that will work going into Game 3, but I think this Game 2 is almost certainly MegD's to win.
Nah. BalloonBoy is about to clutch up.
What have you seen that makes you think that? What have you seen? 2 N-SIGs?
2 N-SIGs are down there, you know what I'm saying? He's cooking up right now. You know what I'm saying?
There
Look at him.
MegD's taking 600 damage and only lost 1 stock. Spot dodges the weapon throw.
Taking 600 damage.
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's probably around there somewhere.
That's 2 bow neutral air knockouts on a Val.
Hey, look.
All right, so this is doable.
You know what I'm saying?
Bow ground pound exists, and MegD is not infallible. He might get hit by it. Down air into recovery doesn't quite hit just yet, and BalloonBoy dash jumping around. Last time MegD sees that, though, he just hits him for it. I mean, it's tough. That movement ends up being too close to MegD. Down light into recovery would knock out here. Gets the side air. Side air catches BalloonBoy on the fast fall for the jump, and he's low on options, but MegD's not going to go off there without Gauntlets. The gravity cancel N-SIG actually gets over the line of sight. Pretty huge. BalloonBoy bringing it back.
So earlier when you said, what did I see? The real answer was he was actually landing hits consistently.
Yeah.
That's what made it feel like, okay, he's actually playing the game now.
Oh,
and he's getting touch after touch now.
MegD's I see the pressure. I see it. BalloonBoy is getting through the steel reinforced brick wall right now. Like he's found a chink in the armor.
You think he's not sheetrock yet, but he's definitely whittling.
Oh, is that it?
Are you kidding? No, it's Val.
Delay recovery. Is he gonna get the reverse 3-stock on MegD? MegD goes all the way low, goes for the recovery, misses it. BalloonBoy on the center stage hits the nair. One more neutral air would knock out, and MegD misses the end light. BalloonBoy doesn't get hit by that weapon throw. Sword picked up in the side air hits. He's low on jumps. MegD goes all the way down. The gravity cancel. N-SIG is going to end it. What a tragedy. We were down under. We had 1:40 left on the clock. And MegD was up 3 stocks to 1 and almost lost that game. BalloonBoy has figured it out. Look at the damage taken.
677
to 597.
Wow.
That was I think the longest singles game of the weekend. I think
Easy.
I saw, man, MegD. Production's giving us the exact stats there. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Well, MegD, you are a menace. That's what the M stands for.
That was good.
Right there.
That's what the
that's what it is.
Okay, if that's menace, then what is the rest?
I don't know.
Menace. Menace.
Ease for entertaining. Entertaining.
Entertaining.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I will say that it was a really, really close set with how BalloonBoy was starting to figure things out. I think he realized that it was like, okay, MegD's staying airborne a lot, and I can stop this by putting out neutral sig. And he was just kind of like, I'm going to lose some of these 50-50s. I'm going to lose some of these reads, and I just have to stop worrying about the fact that I'm getting hit and worrying about the hits that I'm getting, and then it was fine. And I think MegD's game plan actually almost fell apart completely there. Like, it got so bad that he started going off stage to be like, I have to actually get the edge guard to win now. Like, he didn't think they could win neutral in Miami Dome. So I wonder where we're going to go going for Game 3, because it has been BalloonBoy's banning order to take him to platform-only stages.
Okay.
It's been to Miami Dome, Western Air Temple, and Enigma every single time.
Okay.
So we'll have to
Going in this bad boy, I don't know, man. I will say, I would feel a lot different about how this set's going if that was game number 1. If we watched him figure it all out right there.
Well,
it's just scary to see him down.
BalloonBoy really needed that win, I feel like.
Well, yeah, at that point.
You were saying if it was game 1.
If that was game 1, right, I would have felt so much different looking at the rest of the set. But for the fact that he's down 2 games, it's like, even if you figured that out, figured out what he's figured out, and he's landing more hits consistently, it's still just going to be so difficult for on this stage, right? He's never been played at this high in the bracket in a esports tournament. He's playing against MegD. Right? There's 2 things right there. He's in the limelight. He's down. He has to do a reverse 3-0 in a situation he's never been in. It's just, I feel like he figured it out too late, but I don't want to be predictive.
I mean,
and say that he can't.
You just can't.
Just rough, man.
Why don't you want to be? What's the repercussions for saying what you think's going to happen?
I don't like to down a guy and just say he can't do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because anything's possible.
Anything is
it's
possible.
Just rough.
However, being down 2-0 to MegD when a game is that close is going to be really, really hard to come back from, even if you have technically figured something out. Because he's figured something out, but he's not like constantly getting these like 0 to knockout strings onto MegD. That's making me go, wow, we're on the verge of a reverse 3-0. I actually just think MegD may have like slipped a little bit, and he's go like, I can't let that happen again. So we're about to find out here. MegD back in the lobby. We're going to be going into Game 3 in just a little bit. We'll see what the stage strikes are. I imagine BalloonBoy's going to keep the same thing going. Unless he takes up Miami Dome this time. Nope. It's going to be Miami Dome for Game 3. There's no way MegD's going to change up the stage list unless he feels like it. I don't think
Small
he
enigma. Let's get it.
No. There's no.
I knew that wasn't happening. I just wanted to say it.
Here we go. It's Game 3. It's been Miami Dome the entire time. And BalloonBoy's been rocking Devil Jin, and it got so close in that last game, way closer than I was ready for that to be over with, and then much to my surprise, it was last hit, last stock.
Yeah.
So
he
here we go.
Played very well, but like you said, it could have been MegD just taking his foot off the gas and being careful, trying to find a safe KO. And I mean, we did say that. Like that's what MegD does. He finds safe options to KO. He doesn't want to overextend, But at the same time, I don't want to discredit. I really do think that BalloonBoy was playing way better.
Let's see. He's got bow neutralite, and he's got the neutral SIGs on both of these weapons to be able to cover the space that MegD seems to be occupying. And so if we continue to take center away from him, maybe use the down SIG a little bit better, I feel like we have ourselves a set on our hands, possibly. 2 nairs in a row, MegD staying in the sky, and there's the start of the end SIG barrage that I think that BalloonBoy might go for. Let's just see if they start to connect. MegD pummels him off stage. What's it going to be?
I just like it. BalloonBoy is getting touches and he's presenting the options. He's manipulating the map a little bit, showing him, hey, look, these threats are here. So you can't just move around willy-nilly and control everything the way you have before. MegD definitely has stopped pressing as many buttons, and I don't know if that's for the better.
Oh, ground pound hits. Edgeguard here. Goes to the ground pound, but just barely gets hit by the weapon throw there. I think he was expecting BalloonBoy to actually pick that one up, but he lets it stay active until the very end of the connection. That recovery just narrowly doesn't take him out. Try to read a fast follower with the gravity or with the downlight. Oh, and that slide charge end gets punished by the side air, but I think BalloonBoy's going to he's poised to take the first stock of this Game 3.
Yep. In a position where it can be done. Nice lands the Sayer. What are you going to get out here on the side of the stage?
MegD's survivability is unmatched. I cannot believe it. Like he's not playing Onyx, and yet I still believe he's got 10 defense. That recovery comes through. One more of those might actually do it. And MegD's got the that dash jump Sayer punishes the downlight. He has to go for the dodge here, and MegD actually goes for a gravity cancel end light to call him out, and he's still surviving against the unarmed recovery. How? MegD, how do you take so much damage? How do you do this every game?
Gosh, every game, right? Like, how is this not mentally exhausting?
This is what BalloonBoy gets for dipping out of force for movement speed. This is the price that you pay for 5 movement speed.
Oh, see,
it sucks to say it, but I feel like that's the case. And that neutral air into down air ground pound. MegD does finally go down, but that was BalloonBoy's lead to give up, and he gave it up.
Man.
Let's see if he can take it back.
You know, so, yeah, MegD does this all the time. So he's just poised. This is his game. But if you're anybody else going up against him, it's got to wear on you that it takes so long to take his stocks. It takes so long to finish the set, first off.
Yeah.
You know, you're not used to that. You're used to games being over in 3 minutes, and now he's taking you into 6-minute territory.
I mean, production did confirm it was the longest game.
Right,
of the weekend. Not the day, of the weekend.
The weekend, yeah, for sure.
So that's how it goes with MegD sometimes. And then if you try to speed it up, you take a side stick to the face, because that conditioning, I'm realizing now what MegD was doing. He caught BalloonBoy in the middle of a neutral SIG, and that's not going to hit grounded. That's going to be covering MegD in the sky. And MegD's like, hey, by the way, I play Val. I have side signature, and that just cuts BalloonBoy off the left side of the stage, and it's a 2-stock to 1 lead. And this is looking commanding.
Yeah, it was a great start from BalloonBoy, but the fact that he could not get that stock off before MegD got his, it just made it that much more rough to try to take this game. Still doable. He's looking good on the bow right now. Ooh, nice dash up.
D-Light and SIG as well. Going for that just means MegD's really trying to get to his head. Neutralite comes through with the pivot, waits out the wake of NSIG, and MegD just like stutter steps forward and is like, okay, what's next? I'm waiting for you to come back on stage. You got to come back eventually. And the nair hits.
Oh, man. Nice Sayer.
Yep.
Coming out on the side of the stage. No, not even going to go out there. Just look at it, picking them apart, and then he's just going to find a nice, safe, clean KO option.
neutral light hits, double neutral light does not hit, and MegD gets a little more damage for it, and BalloonBoy is one hit away from going down 3-0. MegD dashes, goes for the end sig. If that was side sig, actually, that just wins the game.
It definitely would have.
And now BalloonBoy's getting the nair juggles. That end sig will do it.
There it is. Nice, solid gameplay coming out from MegD. BalloonBoy with a nice
synchronized
journey.
ending emote there.
I didn't even, I didn't
Right.
put two and two
the
together.
Finger,
on
the
that
finger stand. I don't know what you want to call that. That's man, bouncing all your weight on an index finger.
one. That's superhuman strength.
Oh goodness.
Superhuman
That's
strength.
uncomfortable to think about. Look at that end sig.